Before I start the video, please subscribe, press that thumbs up button, like the video, and yes, that's it. It's a little dark in here. Trusty phone. Just turn on all the lights. So hopefully you guys can see me okay. And we're on that RV hype right now. And I had a little situation with my RV. Now this is a 2022 THOR Access 27.7. To kind of paint a picture on what had happened was I purchased the vehicle again in Southern California. It was about a 6 to 7 hour drive, and everything was fine and dandy. Everything works in the rig, everything. Fridge, let's see, furnace, AC, the propane, everything as far as like the electric water heater, gas water heater, everything works in this rig. And so I promise that this is not just a clickbait type of video. You'll learn something today, and hopefully this video will help the next person down the line. I would have never figured it out if I never contacted THOR Motor Coach, the service line. Driving home, probably when I hit 4 to 5 hours in California on Highway 5, I started to kind of hear a distinct beeping noise, very similar to like the carbon monoxide noise that you guys would hear, but it was smoother. It was a lot quieter. Now, I didn't think of it much at first because it was very dim. Pulled over to your nearest fast food restaurant, got something to eat. Again, I didn't really pay no mind to it until I turned the ignition and started the vehicle, the RV, on again, and that distinct noise that I heard about an hour ago started becoming more consistent, and it was more prominent as far as the sound. Again, it's very similar to like the carbon monoxide noise that you guys would hear, like noise. Anyway, here, just take a minute to listen to this snippet that I took. Put the key in. I don't have to start it. It's already making that sound. Opened it. Coming from in here. What is this stuff? It's like the heater, I guess, right? It's on. So, that sound. The problem is everything in the rig was working. So, the sound sounded like it was coming from the fridge. At first, I thought it was the fridge. So, driving from Southern California, the fridge wasn't on. So, it kind of made sense initially, at first. And so when I got home, I left for a few weeks or whatnot to go out of state. I came back and I charged the rig, turned everything on, and made sure the fridge was on. I waited for about half a day. Fridge, freezer, cold, right? I put the keys in the ignition, and as soon as I turned the key, that sound came back, and I was just like, what in the flying was going on, right? I couldn't figure it out. The noise was coming from below the fridge, right by the furnace. And I actually thought it was like the solar indicator that was right by the cabinet too. No, definitely not that. And then I kept questioning myself, is it the carbon monoxide? I was like, nah, it's all the way over there. You would hear that noise, that beeping noise over there. So I finally contacted THOR Motor Coach and gave them the details, and they told me about this guy. And you guys can see this is a stabilizer sensor. It basically tells you that you shouldn't drive because your stabilizer is down. THOR motor coach indicated that this was a very sensitive sensor, and that when dust or dirt get into a specific place on the stabilizer on the rear of the vehicle, it tends to go berserk. And so they were like, well, again, looking at some of these pictures, it looks like it's like located in underneath the sink or in the kitchen area, if you want to say. Pull out the drawers and you might find it there. Well, since I already had the small little vent open underneath the fridge, I decided, you know what, never mind looking anywhere else. I know where the noise is coming from. Then let me just look for this sensor in that area. So, and I found the sensor. So THOR motor coach told me to remove the sensor. I said, how do I clean it? Or how do I put it back in without it beeping? They're like, leave it on for a little while. Go look around your stabilizer, your left and the right rear stabilizers, and clean whatever you can clean or whatnot. And once you want to put it back on, if it doesn't beep, great. If it does, then just take it off again. So what I did was there was a ground and there was a power connection, obviously, and so I just pulled out the power side. I left the ground on, pulled out the power side, and I did this. Turn the key over. I don't even hear a beep. So it was that small stabilizer sensor that was not in the kitchen, that was not in the cabinetry. It was below the fridge. Let me turn this off. Below the fridge, right by the furnace. So again, I hope this video helped you guys out. Subscribe. You know, I've owned a trailer in the past. I'm pretty new in the RV world, I guess, if you want to say. And you know, I'll when I troubleshoot stuff like this or encounter some problems like this, I'll try to upload it and hopefully help the next Joe Blow out there or something like that. Until then, please subscribe and like the video if it helped you. If not, you watch the video anyway. So JPZ's out. Thank you. Peace.